Can you dig it? It's the controversial duo on the mic.
Here comes the big one.
Veg Tattoos and Marco bring you the Mood Lounge Show.
Hey, welcome to the Mood Lounge Show. I'm your host once again, Veg Tattoos.
I'm your co-host once again, Marco with a K. I don't know why you took a pause there.
I don't know, because, hey, let me tell you something. It's been 2 weeks that we've been in hiatus, and we need to talk about that and why we've been in hiatus.
Right.
2 weeks we've been in hiatus because we were struck down for 2 weeks for posting something, and I'm a little scared to talk about it, but it had to do with COVID. I'm not going to say nothing else.
Yeah, just leave it at that.
Yeah, and even
though
though
everybody is about that.
Right, so even though the Senate subcommittee confirmed everything I said, and I brought that to light on the show, they put up episode 38 for a total of, 6 hours, and then struck it down. So me being a slick guy that I am, I retitled it and did whatever and tried to take out what I thought was the issue because they didn't say. And then I put it up again and they struck us down again. So we only got 30 viewers on 30 views on that show. It's a good show. We still have it. Maybe I'll try to edit it and repost it up and just take out now what I know was the issue. But what irks me the most is that a week prior to that, we were permanently banned on TikTok. So we spent over a year, material, shorts, great comment, great feedback. People were like,
yeah, it was pretty successful on the platform. So it kind of was ridiculous that you got permabanned.
Yeah, it was like every short that we put up, we were getting minimum 500 hits, minimum. And I mean, I'd put them up and people would be like, it was a lot of people that were new to the channel, but it was really good. So I'm trying to do it again. Hence, I put up a new banner, a new everything, on the TikTok platform, and not even dropping 3-4 episodes, they gave me 2 strikes. So it just seems funny to me and ironic how certain things you could say and certain things you can't say. And on TikTok, I see nothing but people selling, falsely advertising stuff, saying, hey, this is the best thing since Jesus Christ. Literally.
Really, bro?
Yeah, this is like the second coming of Christ. You got to get these USB cables, man. They're like fucking $4.99 right now. In the next 5 minutes, the best thing ever. I guarantee they will not break. They will not.
This shit is better than water turning to wine, guys. Come on, you gotta buy this.
In all honesty,
really, who the fuck sells like that?
Yeah, so that's what they're doing. They're selling all of that shit, and then there's all these DJs that fucking DJ and keep saying, give me roses, now give me some bears, now give me honey, now give me honey.
Talking about live streaming.
Yeah, and dude, whatever. Okay, whatever. But they can say shit and get away with it, and I just spend all week searching content, and I'm not legacy media. I'm not legacy media. We're not legacy. Fuck my life, bro. Dude, two weeks of not doing this, and I'm just fucking.
Legacy, let me see.
Shirley sells seashores by the seashore. Seashells by the seashore. I got fuck my life, bro. The twisting titties in Tunnelbaum Town. I don't know. Whatever. So, yeah, we got a lot of catching up to do. Like I said, I'm irked by YouTube for doing what they did. Okay, fine. Understood. I'm going to try to keep it within reason, and I'm not going to get too conspiracy theorist on certain topics and whatnot, even though I had proof and I sent to YouTube proof saying, here's the Senate subcommittee folder. You could download it.
Welcome to YouTube. This is what they do.
Yeah, so, it's really fucked up, but it is what it is at the end of the day. And what I found ironic is that we got to 15,000, subs on YouTube. We've got 7,000. We had 7,000 on TikTok. Okay, so at least on Instagram and Facebook, we're still up. They're not letting us monetize. Every time a video, somebody wants to give us a little ka-ching, they just come back and saying, you cannot monetize this video. It's
right.
It's inappropriate. And all I do is say fuck, shit, piss, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. I don't know. I mean,
that could be why, man.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go on Patreon and be a douche now and be like, well, we need to make money. Look, people know we're doing this because we like doing this. And I tell you honestly, those 2 weeks that we didn't record, it was like I was jonesing. I just kept grabbing my arm, going, "Oh man, I need my fix." You know, like I just miss talking to the people.
I felt so out of place.
Yeah,
just sitting. I'm like, I'm supposed to be doing something, but I'm like, I don't know what. I'm like, oh, that's right, but we can't do anything. So
yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean, we were gonna record anyway, and then I was like, to do all the editing, and then what do? Like, we're always gonna be 2 weeks behind, so it's like we're never gonna catch up.
Even then, it's like, what if you get banned again? You know what I mean? Because of the shit you said during that.
So I'm trying to tiptoe through the tulips. Tiptoe through the tulips.
You didn't have to do your own sound effect, bro.
Dude, it's not a sound effect. It's fucking Tiny Tim.
It's Tiny Tim?
Tiny Tim. Tiptoe through the tulips. Tiptoe through the tulips. You don't know that guy?
That was SpongeBob.
No. SpongeBob did Tiny Tim. Anyway, I'll probably put up that shit too. So I'm going to stop saying I'm going to put shit up and just put it up.
Just put it up.
That's what I've been doing anyway. So...
how do you want to start this show off?
Drones everywhere, but not a drone to find out why.
What the fuck is with the riddles?
Yeah, bro. So, dude. I mean, if it's been 2 weeks, drones have been spotted all over North Jersey, Central Jersey, and now, 2 weeks later, they're spotted in New York, California, Texas, Florida.
Right.
Da, 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 da. And, Trump came out and said, shoot them down. Yeah. Because he even said the government knows what the fuck they are. They just won't.
Are not saying shit, which is ridiculous. Like,
which I'm kind of glad that. I mean, I'm not, because we would have had 2 good solid weeks of material.
Yeah, but
20
still.
minutes on drones. But
well, South Park already did this shit. So, episode fuck season whatever the fuck.
About drones?
Yeah.
Oh wow, bro.
I mean, it wasn't exactly like fucking. They're randomly fucking popping up. It's just
right.
I forgot what the hell the whole context was. I think like Cartman took Butter's drone, his dad's drone.
Okay.
He just took it, and then all of a sudden, fucking, he wiped the memory on it, and then everybody's like, "Oh my god, the drones are just doing shit on their own." You know what I mean? Yeah. And everybody's fucking just grabbing drones now and shit, and so it just looked retarded. It looks exactly like New Jersey right now.
two weeks of this. So I mean, I was speculating, I was looking stuff up, but so much information fell in my lap that they say it's government, which it's 100% government. So one was shot down in Staten Island, and they confiscated it, and some shit leaked out, and it's a Chinese-owned company, and the Chinese-owned company that makes these drones, there's a 15% stakeholder, BlackRock.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So BlackRock is
again.
Yeah, full circle, everything. I mean, people up in North Carolina, they're fucked because of BlackRock. It's like it's just everybody's getting fucked by BlackRock. It's like I like that voice, but BlackRock.
BlackRock.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you're watching, black porno, it's Blackcock. Anyway, so I don't know.
Why?
I just wanted to say cock. It's just flows on the lips and the tongue. Cock. Cock. Before the cock crows 3 times. Yeah, we were watching.
Yeah, I wonder why this guy got banned fucking for like 2 weeks or whatever. Cock. Big black cock. Cock.
I'm sorry. I got a really bad thing in my throat. Cock. So, hey, look.
Jesus, how do you go from drones to talking about dicks, bro?
Flying. Hey, you know what?
What? In
North Hollywood, there was flying penises in the air, and they kept, it was drones, but they put dicks on them. And no, I'm joking.
Well, there was something like that. No. Like, actually, I don't know the context. I forgot, but everybody's seen the clip where it's just some conference or some shit. Some guy put a fucking, like one of those toy helicopters.
Okay.
He put an entire dildo on it.
What?
So that it's just a dildo with blades. And it's just flying in. It's just flying around. Everybody has to stop talking at this conference to look at this big fucking flying dick.
Hey, look, it's a flying dick.
And then the fucking only gay guy in the room goes up, jumps up, and slaps the shit out of it, and it fucking hits somebody in the face.
How do you find out you have that gift to just jump up and slap a cock in midair?
He did that day. I don't fucking.
The guy's like, I have it. Slap.
I got this.
Frisco.
It was like a volleyball pass. That's what that shit was. He fucking
Right?
Yeah, he went like boop.
The gay men's volleyball team. I got it, Spike.
That's just volleyball in San Francisco.
Right.
Anyways.
So the drones.
Yeah.
So that's the little juicy tidbit that I wanted to say. But also, it's definitely a government thing. And the conspiracy theorists out there were saying, oh, watch, it's about radiation. It's something to do about a nuclear bomb. Because somebody who actually makes drones for the government stepped up. He was on Fox News. I think he did something on X. He was all over the place, And he came out and he said straight up, he goes, those are my drones. And I'm not going to say that I sold them to the government, but I have a government contract. But those are my drones. And he had a copy of the exact same drone behind him. And he goes, yeah, they're the size of of a SUV and blah, blah, blah. He goes, mine are made specifically to detect radiation, infrared cameras, like whatever the technology is on there.
They don't get these guys to sign an NDA or some shit?
I guess this guy, he sold them, let's say, 5 years ago, and that was the NDA for the 5 years ago. Now that he's making them, he obviously can say what he made and what he put on them. But I mean, he didn't specifically say, I sold 500,000 to the government, and those are mine right now. He just said, it's similar to mine, and I have the patent on this model, and whatever. So, it's not like a hoaxer or anything. This guy's legit. But he came out and said all this stuff. And then miraculously, 2 days after he said that, those drones are there to detect things. Well, all of a sudden, the, government starts leaking slight information about what? Radiation's gone missing. It's something to do with it's a chemical, but it's not that, bad in radiation. It's like low grade, it's not like uranium.
It's like chemotherapy kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of like a chemotherapy thing.
Really, bro?
Whatever. So they said that it's missing from the port of Newark. And that doesn't answer why in North New Jersey, over the reservoirs, they're there, but then they kind of saying, well, if it's over the reservoirs, we're trying to make sure that nobody's poisoning the waters, and we're like patrolling at night. Well, if you're going to patrol at night, wouldn't you?
You already have cameras, you already have fucking security, you already have fucking
100.
all this other shit. So
don't you have also, you have the radar up there, but then they're saying these drones fly below radar. So, I mean, look, there's so much shit circulating going on, and all of a sudden, after all of that came out, everything died down. Then this UFO conspiracy thing came out because they said 2 years ago the United States government was going to fake an alien invasion. So if they were trying to do this with the drones, maybe. I really don't know. But then again, I'm digging deeper into this, and they're saying that this is just the beginning. These drones are not going away. These drones are just a way of testing us so that we get used to it, that we go out there, oh, hey, it's a plane, it's a helicopter, and it's a drone, that you get used to it. But these drones have been taking on a life of their own. In Arizona, and I think in Nevada, somebody had a video, and I seen it in a reel, and it was like, it wasn't drones, because, the drones go like this, and yes, they can zip, but it was in a formation like this. It was 3 and 3. And it was just like white lights. It wasn't like a drone lights or whatever. And it was just like this. And then these just went like in unison. Like, how can you time 3 people on one side and 3 people on the other? Ready? On the count of 2, 3, we go down. And then we go left. You have to really practice this. Could be a possibility. Or it just could be like the conspiracy theorists are saying. For a real UFO to come in, now we have our eyes and we're going to say, plus the government is releasing in the last 2 years the Tic Tac video. The
Tic Tac?
Yeah, the Tic Tac video. Remember? It's a little Tic Tac that a U.S. Air Force pilot was monitoring on his radar, and he goes, I see a little Tic Tac in the corner of my...
Yeah.
And it was going like this, then it turned this way, and then it went down, then it came up.
Yeah. Sorry, you had so many tongue twisters. I thought you were saying TikTok. I was like, really, bro? I'm like, you can't.
The Tic Tac video. Video, if you're Filipino. So, video. Jesus. Joseph, put on the video.
What, that Tic Tac?
Yeah. So,
right.
I don't know. What do you think about the drone issue? I mean,
it's straight out of South Park. That's what I every time that they keep fucking talking about it, that's all I keep thinking about. I'm thinking like, where the fuck is Butters doing some stupid shit? Like, where's fucking Cartman? You know what I mean? Is Cartman in DC right now fucking just?
But what do you? I mean, what do you think? I mean, for it to be every night, and it's not just one town. Like we lived close to Pequannock up in we were in that little neck where it was Pequannock, Riverdale, Pompton Lakes, Pompton Plains. We were all in that area. It's everywhere. I mean, and yes, there's many reservoirs up there. But what's all the fucking hoopla about this shit? Like, they're all over, like, here in Florida, they're right over that Air Force base that we're, like, I don't know, 60 or 80 miles away from.
Yeah.
So they're coming down this way, and now that I look up in the sky, I'm seeing shit, and I'm like, that ain't a plane. It's just, like, it just sits there and hovers for a bit.
Yeah, I thought I saw a drone, too, but, like, I don't know. I really think it's just fucking ridiculous, like, how people are just... I don't know. It's ridiculous that the government's doing this shit. I already know that the government fucking knows something, but they're drip feeding us fucking bullshit. Like,
but how ironic is it that right before fucking Biden leaves office, all this shit's going on? I mean, like, I don't want to get political, but it's like, he fucking pardons his son, then he pardons 37 death row inmates in the federal penitentiary system that do not deserve to live. He's letting that happen. Then he pardoned 1,500 people. All like pretty much bad fucking choices, like one judge that put away fucking minors in a
he knows
pay to play scam.
Well, he's doing whatever the fuck he wants, which is ridiculous. Hey? I don't understand like why the fuck. I just don't get some of the fucking fallacies of the system.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, why the fucking Biden do all this shit now?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if he's gonna leave, nobody gives a fuck. He's gonna ruin it. You know what I mean?
Of course, understood. But I mean, he's doing all of these things, and it's just it's mind-boggling to me. It's like, if you want to leave a legacy behind, which most presidents always do, they try to leave something behind.
Well, he forgot his own legacy, so that's probably why. I don't know. Well, his legacy's falling upstairs, I guess. I
mean, I don't know. I mean, like, he started selling off all that steel from the border wall.
Yeah.
Now they said the other day it stopped. He's like, he's going to stop. Yo, but dude, how much have you sold?
You already sold. Like, what?
Yeah, like, what was the... I mean, then it goes back to the age-old question, was he ever really truly the president? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, look, it is what it is. I mean, at this point, he's leaving. I still go along with it's going to be really hard for Trump if he even makes it to the inauguration day. Now they're saying with this, they may shut down the government because they don't want to pass those bills and whatnot. And, the government shutdown, the freeze, that may cancel, Trump's inauguration. If I know fucking Trump, all right, not because he's just from Queens, but, and reading his book and, The Art of the Deal and all of that. If I know Trump and his character, he will pull out of his own pocket the money for the inauguration and then be like, I'm still going to do it. I'm going to, bop, bop, bop. When the budget comes in, I'll just pull my money back. I'll show you itemized bills for every... And I guarantee he'll do that. There's no fucking way in hell he's going to just, like, not do that. Like, and just, And
it's
even
such a power move, too.
Yeah, it is, bro. Dude, everything he's been doing.
Forking the fucking bill to the government like that.
Yo, everything he's been doing is straight fucking... It's business. It's a business move. That's how he does it, I'm still praying that we'll get 4 solid years with him. I pray,
Yeah.
But we'll see. They tried to take him out 3 times. First time they got very fucking close. Who the hell knows, man? My prayers are with Trump and his family. And can you get in office already? It's like, So with the drone things, you keep saying it's like South Park,
which it is.
Okay,
definitely.
But I don't know. I guess you just didn't like look into it as much as I did. I'm so like on the fence in so many directions with it.
I didn't look into it crazy because it's like it's just another fucking Tuesday, to be honest. Like, there's so much fucking crazy shit going on in the fucking U.S. It's like you got fucking the president being fucking almost assassinated. You got fucking
it's been a crazy.
The government fucking leaks some documents about some shit that nobody gives a fuck about, which is like UFOs or some shit. Then you got this,
right?
Which honestly, it's like fucking ridiculous. It's literally out of a fucking cartoon.
Right.
Which, what the fuck? What's next? We're going to have SpongeBob confirmed to be fucking south of the fucking border and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what's next? Honest. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I'm so used to shit just happening.
Yeah, that's true. 2024 has been nothing but fucking surprises, you know? But, you know, to get off that topic, you know, drop something in the comments what you guys think. I mean, this drone shit is fucking
well, look,
insane,
speaking of, I want to jump off to something else. There was some classified documents that were declassified by the CIA, which this is like fucking ridiculous because you remember when I told you about previously the Gateway tapes?
Yes.
Where they experimented with astral projection and shit.
Yes.
So what these guys did on May 22nd, 1984 was they went to Mars or whatever the fuck.
Astral. Okay.
Which they hired a bunch of psychics and they were like, listen to these sounds and shit and got them in like this unconscious state and they were like, oh my God, you know?
Okay.
And they went to Mars like billions of years before fucking...
And it was...
Before now. And then like it was just fucking giants.
Wow.
It was giants and shit. And apparently they built pyramids and shit. But
right.
And then it kind of explains why there's no life now because they needed to leave or whatever the fuck because it was just getting fucking like a red desert, which is what it looks like now. Yeah. And I just sat there and I was laughing my ass off because it just sounds like some shit you would see if you smoked pot or took acid at the same time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
it's just I don't know.
I mean,
go ahead.
I could buy that.
You could buy that?
I could really buy that because then it kind of comes into conjunction with what we have here on Earth. We had the Nephilim, the Anunnaki. You know.
But that's the thing though. What if they really just got high listening to that fucking sound or some shit and they just saw all this shit because when they were doing all this shit, they reported shit that they already seen. Like you've seen the pyramids. Then they said they left on some boat. Guess what? Fucking looked like Noah's Ark. That's what they said. It looked like that boat or whatever the fuck. And then also they were talking to one of the people, which it's like you saw Force Ghost. You know what I mean? And like you talked to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like as a giant, it's like you spoke perfect English to the motherfucker. Like
could have been some whatever you call that. That trippy stuff that they give those people out in the Southwest.
I mean, it was the 80s. They did a lot of LSD.
What do they call that shit? Not ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is the good stuff that can just make you a little sleepy.
Ashwagandha.
Whatever that other shit is, they give you that trippy fucking stuff, and then you just sit there and trip balls for like 6 hours.
All I know is that in the 80s they did a lot of LSD and meth and shit, right? Or no? I mean, not meth, but like LSD.
I mean,
they were doing a lot of experimenting with it.
They were experimenting in the 60s with LSD. Late 50s and
it's only
60s,
20
the government.
20 difference.
Yeah, I mean, and what's his name? Whitey Bulger, when he went into prison, he signed into a program where they gave him LSD and they tried to, mind altering drugs and try to fuck with him to see, how he's going to react and whatever. And they said that could have just made him worse of a fucking psychopathic killer. But I mean,
all drugs will do that.
Yeah, I mean, I have a story about a friend of mine that. Two of my friends. One, he tripped. I think he tripped 3 times in his whole life. The third trip went really bad. That they put him in a rubber room, And we went to go see him, and he was just sitting there staring at an orange.
I'm sorry, that just I don't know what the fuck that reminds me of some choke.
We were just like, Marcello, are you good? He's just like,
orange.
It's so porous. It's like. It's just, I don't know.
It's so bright.
Yeah, like, he wasn't really talking. He just wasn't there, man,
That sucks for you the third time to be your last like that,
Well, I got it. Actually, instead of 2 stories, I got three stories, because I'll tell you the other one. It just popped in my head. My uncle, during the early 70s, I don't think it was the late 60s, the early 70s, because everybody came to America like 65, 67. We came 70, 71. So I had this one uncle that, the typical sibling rivalry, the father doesn't want to make a difference, but he ends up making a difference. So the kid just went into the army, got involved in the drugs, I think it was 74 or 75, right after the Vietnam War, he went into the army and whatever. He came back a fucking huge junkie. I think he smoked heroin. He did a lot of LSD. He did a bad trip and took a kitchen knife and said the kitchen knife's talking to him, and he went like this, and he started going like harakiri on himself, and then he fell down.
That's not a big detail that the knife was telling him to do that. You just said like it was talking to him.
Well, the family members talked to him and said, "What made you do this?" He goes, "The knife said for me to, it was going to save me, it was going to cleanse me, that I had the devil in me, you know, whatever.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah. So anyway, he didn't learn that lesson from, you know.
I'm sorry, that reminds me of Cyberpunk. There's like this talking gun that you could get.
Really?
Yeah, like it has 2 modes on it.
Okay.
It's non-lethal, whatever the fuck, and then it's lethal Patsy or some shit.
Right.
Where you could either shoot in the nuts or you just shoot somebody in the head.
Uh-huh.
And it keeps talking to you every time you do it. Like you reload, you're like, oh my god, thank you, or whatever. I'm sorry, it reminded me of that. I know I probably fucking referenced it completely wrong, but it's like,
fine.
Imagine a fucking baseball bat, like you're beating some guy's fucking head in or some shit. And it's just saying like a home run, nice job, home run. You know what I mean? Like, or a golf club.
What a line drive!
Golf club is like 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're going crazy.
Now
here.
you're going into a Brooklyn guy playing golf, you know?
Hey,
yo, Marcello, come over here for a minute. Bang, 4.
Yeah, the only time you play golf is fighting for a parking space. But, you know?
Yeah, listen to this. You're going to die. Swear to God. You're going to crack up.
Yeah.
What? You know, I spend a lot of time doing my hit, and then you go and hit it.
I'll show you a hole in one.
Anybody's wondering, that's John Travolta.
Yeah.
When he played Vinnie Barbarino. Hey, Mr. Carter.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know. We're going all over the place.
I don't know where this
See what that 2 weeks does?
You see, we astral projected to Brooklyn, basically. We did a way better job than the CIA because guess what? We didn't fucking bullshit it.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So, what were we? So the acid trips. Yeah. So he did that. He tripped out on acid and did the harakiri with the fucking butcher knife. And then he didn't learn his lesson. He was still getting fucking
Did it
high.
again? Bro, what?
No, he
why
tripped.
would you? Okay.
He tripped.
Bro,
I don't know.
How can you almost die from doing shit and then do it again?
Well, because he's a junkie. So
a samurai junkie, apparently. Fucking doing harakiri on himself.
He went to my other uncle, Virgil, and he gave Virgil, I don't know if he gave him pills or if he gave him a joint laced, because he said he wanted to smoke. He was like, you know, Virgil was a good guy, you know, but he was just a little like, I don't know, like not connected with people, you know. And I don't know if he gave him a cigarette that was laced in LSD or it was diesel or whatever the fuck, man. And this guy ended up in California. What a trip that was. He disappeared. Nobody knows how, you know, but they found him on a park bench in California.
How the fuck did he get
3 weeks later?
So hold on, this was from New York to California.
New York to California. They found him on a park bench in California. He was reported as a missing person, and I guess they went through his wallet and found, you know, his address and everything, and they did some research and blah, 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 and they got, you know, because back then we had phone books, you know.
No,
they opened up a New York phone book.
Fucking yellow book.
They went, looking for the last name. Okay. Here we go. Boom! Moshescu. Pop, pop, pop. So they started calling every Moshescu, which is probably like 3 in the phone book, you know. And
2.
3, I think it was at that time. There was 3, yeah. And I guess they brought him back home, you know. And then, of course, his dad put like a fucking leash collar on him and never let him out the fucking house again. Chain. But
I'd put an ankle monitor, bro.
Not for nothing, but most of the kids of my great uncle, okay, most of the kids were always just on the stoop and wouldn't go outside the little fenced area of the stoop. So they'd be sitting there on Putnam Ave, and like I'd drive by on my bike, and I'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" And they'd be like, "Hey, come here." And I'd be like, "Why don't you come here?" And they're like it was like a mysterious fence. It was like, I can't get close. Like I don't know. And they never went out. Like my aunt didn't go out. Fucking,
jeez.
Yeah, dude, it was just fucking, you know, whatever. I'm not here to talk about my retarded family anyway. But so yeah, so that was the two trips. The one trip that I remember my friend did, we were in Farmers Over Park, and he was sitting on a wall. And, you know, he fucked with me a few times on my trips. And, you know, anyone knows who trips, that you get to a certain point where you peak. You get the highest you could ever get, and you feel so good. And it's like, oh, my God.
So what'd you say to him? Did you call him Humpty Dumpty or something?
No, he fucking ruined a couple of my trips, and like, oh, I'm the devil, wah, you know, like, and you're like, ah, you know, that type of shit. So he fucked up my trip, a couple of other guys' trips. So one day we just decided to wait for him to get to the point. We went up to the wall, and we were just like, hey, you peeking yet? He's like, yeah, I'm almost there. like, you know, he's got, and we just like, we said, you're on a wall and there's nothing around you. It's a bottomless pit. And we pushed him. And the guy's like, ah! Ah! Like, it was like a 3-foot wall, like, up the, dude, and he, the screams wouldn't stop.
For how long?
We walked away and went to the bleachers like 15 minutes. We just kept hearing, ah! Like, help me, catch me. Like, yeah. And then, I don't know, like, he finally landed or on a branch or
After
something.
15 minutes.
He landed in a tree, supposedly, because he kept saying the branches are trying to strangle me.
What the fuck?
And then, like, he came running out, holding his arm, going, my arm's a branch. And he's, like, slamming it into the wall. And we just, like, we left. Like, yeah.
Dude.
Needless to say, we seen him a few weeks later with a cast on his arm.
Broke that branch.
First thing I said was, like, see, you never fuck with somebody when they're peeking. You know, like, it is what it is. I mean, I even had my cousin fucked up one of my peaks once in the cemetery. I was like, hey, we're in a cemetery.
Hey, tell me about this.
Yeah, I told you that. Right? We're in a cemetery, but there was an area of the cemetery that was just open land. There was no gravestones or nothing, and it was like on a hill. We were up there, like, you know, smoking, getting high, and then he was like, hey, you want to do some acid? No, mescaline, actually. I was like, yeah, we did mescaline. I was like, you know, don't fuck this up for me. He's like, no, I won't. And he saw that I was getting
Spoiler
there,
alert, yeah.
and he was just like, there's demons all around you. They're coming like that. And I'm just like, ah. Well, I started seeing red, and it's fucking dick, John. Thanks a lot. So, I don't know. What can I say? So, let's move on to the next topic. We saw 2 movies.
Which movies?
So, I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Didn't want to see this one. Big red. No, a red one. Red one, not big red one.
Why are you adding?
All right, I wasn't trying to talk about Rudolph's big dick.
Red rocket.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to talk about Rudolph's dick. Sorry, you know, cock.
Rudolph had a red tip dick.
Yeah, right.
Anyways,
and it would shine away when they were flying. Like the dick would just come out and be like.
I wonder why he got banned. Jesus, man.
Sorry, peoples. Yeah, so we saw Red One with The Rock, Chris Evans, and by far,
the farmer's guy,
J.K. Simmons. Yeah. Oh my God, dude!
Did you see the new? I think it's a new Farmers commercial or whatever.
Yeah,
he actually referenced it.
Yes, when he goes,
it's playing in the background.
He's like, yeah,
handsome guy, right?
Handsome guy, right? Like, yeah.
Oh shit!
Is he? Sam?
Is he really jacked?
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
But I didn't really want to see it because I don't favor The Rock. I mean, there's some movies that.
But this was a typical Rock movie.
This was a typical, the eyebrow, the fucking.
He plays himself in like every fucking.
Yeah, he's got a jacket that was literally sewn on him. He can't take it off. You know, it was just sewn on him. You know, the most buttery leather I've ever seen in my life. It's just like so smooth and creamy. So, Chris Evans really made this movie pop.
Yeah.
And J.K. Simmons, he wasn't much in it, but it was just so good. It's a Christmas movie. And mentioning Christmas, we forgot to say belated Merry Christmas.
Belated Merry Christmas.
Because we did not record for Christmas.
And by the time you'll probably see this, it'll probably already be New Year's. So
there'll probably be Orthodox Christmas, 3 Kings.
Maybe.
By the time everybody sees
So Merry Christmas times 2.
Yeah,
I guess. But
so that's gonna look pretty shady when we come up and like we do the show and we're like, "Hey, Merry Orthodox Christmas."
It's not.
We didn't do the other one. You know, it's like. But look, we apologize for that. But if you guys get a chance, go check out the movie. Well put together. A lot of slapstick comedy.
It's definitely a Christmas movie. You know
it's a Christmas movie,
but
it's
not a complaint. You know what I mean? If you're in the mood to see some Christmas shit, you know what I mean?
But it's a cool take.
Yeah,
it's a cool take. Krampus is in it.
Krampus
kind of just sounds like an old, miserable woman that's going through menopause.
I'm pretty sure.
What do you got? I got the Krampus.
Isn't that his whole story?
I don't know.
He always fucking, you know.
He was the bad one. You know, he wanted to go on that naughty list and really punish everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and leave it to the Germans to come up with that. That's the German Krampus. That's Germans' folklore.
What was that? Wasn't the movie that we seen with Krampus like just called Krampus or whatever? Where like it really portrayed him well.
Yeah,
like, a scary motherfucker.
Scary as shit. Yeah,
good.
Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah,
but I mean, look, if you guys want to see a good comedy, you know,
it's always nice to see Chris Evans like out of fucking Captain America role because every time I see him, He's always fucking in a Marvel movie, like doing Captain America, and like he's just, you know what I mean. It's not like bad, you know what I mean. I like the role. It's just it's way different to what he does now because now he's like, what the shit? Oh my god, what the fuck? Look at this fucking guy. I don't even know what those words are.
What was that movie that he played a hitman?
What?
With that little fucking like he had that porn stash and he was a hitman. He gets killed at the end in like a fucking maze of evergreens.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know
right?
I know what you're talking about. I've seen the scene. I just don't know the name.
So I forgot this movie, but he plays this hitman, and he's the one hitman that like nobody could fucking get. Like, I mean, he's untouchable. He's so good at his fucking game. He like just mastermind at everything. But at the end, he finally meets his match and whatever. And I forgot who the other star was, but watching Chris Evans in that movie, wow. I mean, I was just like, I like it that he's not going to pigeonhole himself, you know? Right. So
like The Rock.
The Rock is The Rock. It's just
he's just a rock and somebody
what The Rock is cooking. Sorry, I was licking my mic.
Do that, bro?
Because that's what he did on one show. So, but the other movie we saw that I saw first, and then I had to rewatch with Marco.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about now.
Carry On. Jason Bateman. Phenomenal movie. And I forgot the actor's name.
But he's the guy from Kingsman. That's all I know.
Yeah,
that's all I know him as.
Eggsy from Kingsman.
Yeah.
He played this dude. And you know what's cracking me up? As I was watching it the first time, I'm going, yo, I know this guy. What movie?
You called him fucking Tom Holland, bro.
So I go, Spider-Man. So, I mean, because they kind of look a little bit alike. But I was like, no, this guy's a little bit more bigger than Spider-Man. That guy's like 5'1". Yeah. You know, Marco's taller than him. So, but
actually,
I think you are taller than Spider-Man.
There's no way.
Yeah, I think so.
Dude.
I think he's like 5'1".
That's impossible.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So, I like lost track.
All right, my bad. Then you made it bring it about height.
It's fine. So so I kept saying I know this guy, and I just couldn't name the movie, so I had to go look, and it was The Kingsman, and it was the character Eggsy. He played the TSA agent. It was really good. Let me tell you. Jason Bateman, by far, ever since he did Ozarks, he brought a different persona on screen. He can play a ruthless, manipulative, maniacal, murderer, killer.
He's a good sociopath. He's a good sociopath, like in general. Like I just get that vibe off him. Like he was just standing there with the fucking all that like dark clothing on and shit, like fucking talking into an earpiece.
Yeah,
I thought he was a fucking.
Let's give the people a little breakdown on it. Like, so what ends up happening is
let's not spoil it though.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but you know, it's about a TSA agent. This guy's trying to smuggle something on the plane.
Hence, Carry On. You know,
yeah, exactly. Hence, Carry On, and you know, the guy that they were gonna target, he got taken off the station. This kid got put in, and he drops an earpiece and blah blah blah.
Yeah, and then that's where it starts.
It just starts. The whole earpiece is in there. Don't do this, stupid. We have your fiance in the scopes.
Yeah,
and, you know, it was just really well put together. Mostly Jason Bateman talking through the earpiece, but you would see Jason Bateman time to time. Yeah. Then there was the parts where, you know, he's with a plastic gun, and you know, listen, I just got to tip my hat off to fucking Jason Bateman. He sold this movie to the point that I wanted to see it twice. That I'll watch it again and again and again. It's just so well put together, and there's so much shit that you missed the first time that you go, oh, you know, just like Deadpool. Deadpool. Every time we watch, we see something new, a new Easter egg or whatever. This one is the same thing. It's just it. And it's a straight to Netflix flick. It's a Netflix.
Straight to Netflix flick.
Straight to Netflix. It was made for Netflix.
Definitely.
I mean, Netflix is cranking out some good shit, you know. But Carry On, Jason Bateman, my God, phenomenal. I don't know if he had to do anything with writing it or directing a little bit of it, but it was just kind of his style. Like Ozarks, he directed a lot of the Ozarks, you know. I think like a good.
He probably wrote in for his character because you know.
I think so because
people do have that creative liberty when it comes to.
Listen to me. He sold it. I feel so bad that Jason Bateman did some corny like rom-coms and whatever. Hey, they were good. They paid the bills for him. But for him so late in life to come out and to really like open up his character, his roles, his yo man, Jason, you fucking rock, bro. I don't know what else to say, man. Just keep cranking what you can crank out in your lifetime, because I'll be fucking, I'll be there. Not, as a critic, I will. I'll be there as a critic, but dude, I love watching him work. I just like, I just get giddy. I'm just like, ooh, like I just, ooh, it's just, ooh.
What the fuck?
I mean, it was a well put together fucking flick, man. So, what do you got on your list that we could shoot the shit about?
Speaking about movies, I heard Craven was shit.
Yeah,
Craven,
that's
the Marvel thing.
Yeah, I mean, what's his name at the gym?
Scott.
Scott at the gym was like, "Oh, I can't wait to see it," and this and that. So I don't want to shit on it.
But on Rotten Tomatoes, which honestly we shouldn't really be listening to Rotten Tomatoes.
Of course not, because Rotten Tomatoes is like, really?
Yeah, but like, I mean, I could see for myself in the trailer, like there was an inconsistency that really wouldn't fucking just stop. You know what I mean? Like it's just every time I have to watch it, I'm like, really? Like he's in the prison.
Okay.
And he's doing the fucking weight. You know what I mean? He's doing flat bench.
Right.
Which he's doing in a ridiculous amount of weight.
Okay.
And then two guys jump on top of the weight.
To push the weight down.
They're being dicks, and he doesn't give a shit, so he lifts both of them. Right? Okay. That's not the inconsistency. The inconsistency is where he whoops their ass.
Right.
And he slams their heads into the bar.
Okay.
Guy on the right doesn't give two fucks about the scene, so he literally, like, this is him. Instead of doing this, and jumping off, he's like, you see how fucking big of a difference that was? Yeah, so that, I can't watch the trailer after that. I'm like, bro, really? Like, you're going to do, like, this much of a fuck up in the trailer? Wow. You know what I mean? Like, are you serious?
So that must have been a fucking fuck up on the guy that was editing, or...
It was a fuck up on the actor, bro. It's just like, bro.
Or the director didn't fucking... He allowed that scene to go through.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I would not
Maybe they thought it was so minuscule that it would pass.
Pass gas? Because that's all it did, honestly. That's all I thought after that.
But, but getting back to Rotten Tomatoes... I mean, they're right about some stuff.
Some.
Yeah, keyword. I mean, they really nailed fucking the Joker. Folie à Deux.
Folie à Deux.
Yeah, they're like, if you want to see a shit
How can you not, bro? How can you not?
Yeah, I'm still disappointed on that fucking flick, bro. Like, we told a few people about it, and they were like, how many songs? We were like 13. 13 musical numbers.
Bro.
And, a couple, like, Scott from the gym literally was like, I'll never watch that. Like,
he better fucking not, bro. Save his money.
Yeah,
that shit's ridiculous.
I mean,
you're gonna have to pay me to watch that again.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, bro. So Craven is shit. No, I didn't even get a chance to start looking at trailers and stuff. I did 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
and
it's okay. You don't have to. It's just he's not a bad guy, but he's a guy with a list of people to kill, and that's pretty much it. That's the sum up.
So let's get back on the ball with what has been in the news for the last 2 weeks. Luigi Mangione. Hey,
here we go.
Luigi
Mangione.
Mangione, the guy who shot and killed the CEO
of United Healthcare.
He put it up in a nutshell. So he got extradited to New York finally.
Right.
Now here's where I just crack my fucking self up. I don't get the... when they brought him in, SWAT was there. New York City Police, SWAT, Mayor Edward Adams, FBI, I don't know who else. ATF, a bunch of other people that like 3-letter, agency.
Like he was fucking Dr. Evil or some shit, bro.
For real.
Like you don't need that many people, bro. I don't think he's going to run, guys.
Now, okay.
I don't think he's going to go anywhere.
Now, I'm going to make a comparison. So the comparison I'm going to make is when El Chapo was brought in from Mexico and the Mexican government surrendered him. Two FBI agents.
Two
FBI agents took him from the plane and then walked him to their fucking car. Two. Not in full flak outfits and, special ops. No. FBI blue windbreakers with the yellow FBI on the back. Took him in.
That's it.
Yeah. And this guy
got 50 motherfuckers.
This guy had
with
at
M4s, least... helmets, fucking windbreakers.
The fucking works. This smells to me of cover up, conspiracy, and
Do you know what they're saying now? Like,
no, what are they saying?
They're comparing the surveillance footages from before he went to do the thing, and like in the Starbucks, and
right.
I forgot where else he went, but there was somewhere else he went. It's not the same guy.
Yeah, I heard that.
There's somebody like, because if you look at it, I could honestly agree with this, because one, the skin tone, the complexion, it's not the same.
Right.
The way, like, you know what I mean? Like just off of the same surface area that was shown, it doesn't look the same. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and this isn't like a camera issue or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't look right.
Right.
Some details on the clothes, they don't look right. There's a pocket missing on one of the fucking, you know what I mean?
See,
jackets and
I
shit
don't know
like
about
that.
that. The only thing I heard, well, not that I heard, but I read.
But he had a different backpack too. Like, you know what I mean? It's just small things. You know what I mean? Things that you notice.
Yeah. I mean, but when you do put up the picture, it's him. It's him. You know. And then you go like, well, why was he found with this ID that was the same ID used? Why did they find the gun? Why? I mean, this could all been planted. Yes. Yeah. But he did turn around when they arrested him and they tried to put him in Altoona prison, and he turned around and he goes, this is whatever he said.
He said this is an insult to the intelligence of the American people or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and like,
that's another detail to consider. You know what I mean?
So, I mean, they found him pretty damn quick. He didn't say that he wasn't in New York. Look, I really don't give a fucking rat's ass. It's him. If they're covering it up and making it somebody else, or was this guy one of those on that
Patsies or whatever,
an MK Ultra agent, where they fucking, when they did do the fucked up surgery on his back, they started to fucking give him some kind of manipulation of fucking mind altering drugs, and they said, hey, let me do my Alex Jones voice. So they gave him some mind altering drugs, and then he turned around one day and he just heard the magic words boomerang, and he just started to kill people. Alex Jones' voice is really taxing on my vocal cords. Yeah. I don't know how he talks like that every fucking day. I don't know if he practices by like smoking like 3 packs of Camel no filters, and he's just like, yeah, so this is Alex Jones, but I need to get my voice a little more raspier. All right, this is Alex Jones. You see what I mean? I don't know how he does
fucking
it.
Cigarette over here.
I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, you're going to crack up. So, Luigi Mangione. I don't know what the fucking deal is. But then this other side-by-side thing popped up on the internet. And it shows, this is uncanny. I didn't show you the picture yet, but. So they show you him about to go to court.
Right.
Okay. And as he's being taken into court, there's a guy on his right side wearing a beige suit. There's a guy on his left side wearing a blue blazer or a blue suit. And he's wearing a red sweater with the collar out to here.
What the fuck?
And beige pants. And then in a black and white photo of Lee Harvey Oswald being taken out of the court, the guy on his right has a beige suit on.
What the fuck?
On his left has a blue suit on, because it's black and white, but you can see the color variation.
Still, they're doing that for the memes, bro. There's no way.
And then, get this. So they did a black and white version of it, and they colorized it. And the colorized version is exactly like I said, beige, blue, and Lee Harvey Oswald was wearing khaki pants and a red sweater with a shirt up to here.
What the fuck?
Open. Yeah. And when he went to court, Luigi Mangione, he was wearing that outfit, and his defense attorney was wearing the similar outfit, but in a dress suit. So really? She had the same color sweater, a V-neck with a white open, collared shirt. I don't know what the fuck this was. I don't know if this was like a play on people's eyes or what.
It can't be a coincidence. It's just weird.
I don't know.
You can't have like 6 people matching in the same fucking.
Well, his attorney that he did originally have is not his attorney anymore. He's got a female now. He had this other guy that was like, yeah, he's innocent. It's not him. And then this guy's gone. And now this lady's just like, it's definitely not him. We're going to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that whatever.
Right.
But look, whatever. I really don't give a fuck, At the end of the day, this is going to be a spectacle fucking court thing. I think this is going to be a spectacle court extravaganza right up there with fucking watching Johnny Depp and Amber Heard go at it in court. And fucking for like 8 weeks. I mean, I just was laughing. And she took a dump on my bed. You know, like,
and my dog stepped on a bee.
You know, like, yeah, bro, it's a crazy.
I don't know. So another fun little fact. People are starting to buy his jacket and shit that he wore that night.
Are you serious?
Yeah. The bag, everything, fucking the whole outfit.
Why?
I don't know. For some reason, people are idolizing him now, which is weird. They're making fucking TikTok edits of him. They're making fucking all
I
this
did
shit.
see a lot of gay guys come out on TikTok be like, oh my God, if he was, I'd let him shoot. You know, like, I just like, what? The guy's like, oh my God.
I would take that bullet.
Yeah, like, I would just take it. I'd take it in the ass.
Dude, I'm sorry. If I was him,
Assassinate me.
If I was him and I was hearing all this shit, I would request the death penalty. I don't know, man. Well, I couldn't deal with that.
Well, he's got such a huge fan base that I don't know how much they raised. They had like a GoFundMe page or some shit, and they raised money. That's probably why he fucking changed the lawyers. Probably he had like a public attorney or a pro bono attorney. I guess he just fucking flipped out and got the money. Like, hey, you know.
Yeah, fuck it.
I mean, his parents
can't
got
blame
money,
him. Yeah,
but his parents got money too.
Yeah,
you know, the motive. You know, here's getting back. If he didn't commit this, why'd they find a manifesto that he wrote? Like,
right, good point.
Yeah, like,
yeah,
that's like going through some of my shit, right, and finding something like when I was going through the divorce, and I was really kind of like between chemo, reality, losing everything. You know what I'm trying to say? Like not knowing you're gonna live or die. And me writing shit down. And I did. And I wrote a lot of shit down. And I only wrote it because it's kind of like a healing process. As you write shit down, you write your feelings and your shit down. And then it helps you to heal, you know, because you go back and reread this.
You project it on the paper and then you look forward later on and you're like, damn, I was.
So this guy projected a manifesto of how the world is and what's wrong with it and how you get rid of, you know, the top, you know, upper echelon, you know.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I didn't do it. You should have fucking got rid of the manifesto. I put it away so far that I forgot where I put it.
His excuse was he wanted to write a book. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, right. That's like somebody going through. Well, I was starting to write a book and I just never ended up fucking finishing it.
As long as there's not anything questionable in there.
No, I kind of like I learned my lesson of what to say and what not to say, not to incriminate anybody and not to change names to protect the innocent and the guilty. You know, except for those that already like straight up guilty and, you know, they profess their crimes and I'll talk about it. But yeah, I got to watch what I say because a lot of shit can be like touch and go. Like even if you say, so I really wanted to kill him. Whoop, can't say that. That's just like straight up premeditated murder. You said it. It's a manifesto. And then we found this manifesto in this house. I'm Alex Jones.
Okay. You got to cough every time you do it.
I gotta work on an improv of Alex Jones talking to John Travolta.
Really?
So do you like to fly planes for real? Yeah, I really do. You know, I like to get up there into the sky. All right, so let's get off Luigi Mangione's dick.
Luigi's dick.
Like everybody else.
Beat me to it, bro. What the fuck? Dude.
We're like fucking telepathy here.
Stop astral projecting into my fucking head, bro.
Yeah,
dude.
Cock.
Whoa. So, some bad news. What?
A Guatemalan migrant who was deported and snuck back in the country sets a woman on fire in New York City on the 7 train.
Oh.
Why? And then there's video of him fanning the woman. Fanning her.
What do you mean? Oh.
Like literally walking up to her and going like this. So the flames go, and like the cop walks right by thinking, hey, he's trying to help by putting her out, you know. No, he, so right now it's all, it's like a guessing game of what's going on. She was complaining prior to this to somebody that she was getting harassing phone calls and blah, blah, blah. And this guy seems to have been following her. So either he's put an eye on her and he's been stalking her, and then he must have said something, and she said, drop dead, you Guatemalan immigrant. And he just said, fuego, you know, over here, fuego, you know. I don't know.
I mean, that could have been it. I don't know.
Listen to me.
It could have been the language barrier, and somebody said she's on fire. Be like, oh, okay, well, you know, she has to be now.
She on fire now.
She on fire.
She frozen.
she is far from frozen.
Yeah, you know? Right.
I don't know.
Look, it's
It's just ridiculous.
It's a real
though.
shame.
I mean, there was like a really easy fix to this, but I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy.
They said she was sleeping. She was sleeping on the train. She's actually from Florida, but she was there, I don't know, on vacation or whatever the fuck. Or she lived there. Now she lives in Florida. I don't know how the story goes, but all this, with the migrants that are here, and more of these migrants are starting to do crimes, run rampant, and who's paying for it? American citizens. Innocent American citizens, not like some fucking, it was gangs and whatever. No, and the governor that wasn't voted in, Kathy Hochul or whatever her fucking name is, she's all like, hey, New York is safe. Everything is great, And then what's his name says the same thing. We got it under control. Obviously, Tren de Aragua is running fucking rampant.
Yeah.
They're mixing with the Latin kings. Crazy. Yeah, it's just it's getting bad. I pray to God on day one of Trump's, presidency, that's when the buck stops right there. No more of these $8,000 food stamp cards. You know what I mean? Like, it stops. Their benefits, their cash assistance, everything stops. They volunteer to leave. And if they don't volunteer, round them the fuck up. I don't really give a fuck. I mean, we have a lot of friends, I'm not going to name, that were once illegal immigrants, and then they became legal because of loopholes and bullshit. Look, it is what it is. You came here illegal. I think because you came here illegal and you couldn't prove that your country that you came from was treating you bad and you couldn't live, and blah, 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 political asylum and all that garbage.
Yeah,
I think you should be deported.
Yeah,
end of story. I don't think.
Just saying, like, it's not fair. You know what I mean? Like, not to pull like fucking all that old shit or whatever, but it's like you went through a fucking camp and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did it. I did it the way the government was doing it back in the 60s and 70s.
I'm not saying people should go to a camp now, but it's the whole point of doing all that shit is to do it the right way. You know what I mean?
Of course, do it the right way.
Follow the process. You don't.
I don't want people to think I was literally in a fucking tent camp.
Yeah.
Not
the Auschwitz camp, guys. You know what I mean? Different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was. I mean, it was a camp. I guess it was an indoctrination center, but they had areas where you could go. Like this building, they accept tenants that are migrants that want to, the next step. But you have to get work. And then they also give you a list of places that you can go and apply for work. And, think about the people. They didn't speak the language. So let's say like we came from Serbia, or former Yugoslavia. So we came from former Yugoslavia. It was either you went to Italy or you went to Austria. It was just those two. So those are the two camps that we went to. I went to the one in Austria with my parents in Vienna. And then in Vienna, it was just everybody from the Balkans was there, And you would run into your own people, other people from different parts of Yugoslavia, whatever. You ran into a lot of people from Turkey and, so on and so forth. And my parents had to work. My parents got a sponsored apartment. We had to pay rent, whatever. We had to stay there for 6 months showing good faith, working to come into the country with something. So those kind of things, that's how you did it. And you had to have a sponsor here in the United States, all those things, But once they, like if you sponsor somebody in the United States, like, you're in the United States and you sponsor somebody outside the country, in all honesty, you're sponsoring them by saying, hey, if something happens and they get sick in 5 years until they get their papers, until they get a legal green card in their hands, if something happens, I'll foot the bill. Nobody wants to do that no more. Because back then, they weren't really coming after you, Because you would come into the country, you'd go to a doctor that's your own. They would work a deal with you, like, here's a chicken, check my throat,
What?
It was a barter system,
What kind of barter system is that, bro?
But, look, you'd pay. It wasn't like nobody was... Everybody did their way in, They came in and they worked and they proved their way. I don't think coming over the border and claiming, it's political asylum, this and that, you need to prove political asylum. Like legit. Like, you were the opposing party. You were against Al-Qaeda. You were against ISIS. And here's the pictures. They killed 3 of your fucking relatives because of that, Okay, you show proof like that, yeah, you can come. Look, this immigration system needs to be fixed. These 20 million that have come in, if we could just clear out 16 million, 17 million just to clean them out. I know it's going to be I'd rather the tax dollars go to that and deport them back to their fucking country. If not their country, where did they last port of entry? And I don't give a fuck. Mexico can suck a dick, in all honesty. Yeah. And I know Ed, he's going to get mad. He's our barber because he's Mexican and he came here illegally, but he's a legal citizen now and whatever. Dude, Mexico can suck a dick. I'm going to be honest. Mexico can suck a big dick, uncircumcised dick. Because, dude, it's enough, man. Like, our country, we have to put a limit on how much we could take in and what, and we should start, like, vetting these fucking people, 100%. I mean, I don't know. The government took a swing there for a while, which was really bad. And that swing was, this DEI and fucking integration and, one world. Everybody's the same. They did that in Europe, and they fucked the landscape of Europe completely. Like look up right now videos of fucking Paris.
Right.
The Champs-Élysées, that's the main avenue that goes to the Eiffel Tower and the Arch and all of that. The Arc de Triomphe. Just go and check that out. What are you going to see? You're going to see migrants living on the street, shitting in the street, couches in the middle of the street. It is a shit show. That's only...
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended. No pun intended. That's Paris. Look at Milan, Italy. Look at Rome. I mean, and then the Pope saying, "Oh yeah, let them in. We open arms." Okay, are they going to convert? Are they going to fucking also not only convert? Are they going to assimilate?
Yeah.
No, because if you go to Naples, okay, the outskirts of Naples, not in the city, but the outskirts, it's a fucking ghetto. It's disgusting. It's a fucking shit show. Okay, so Europe is finally starting to realize this, and they're starting to do mass migration out, meaning they're deporting, mass deportation. They're doing. Poland had the game from the beginning. Poland was always not 1-0. No Muslim, no brown, no black, no, they were just nobody. They said, if you're Christian and you can show that you could give something to this country, and they took something like 2 million Ukrainians in, and they said that's the cap. They're not taking anybody. They don't want to. Now Hungary's starting to do that, Romania, but what it is again, the EU funneling money in. If you don't take them in, we don't give you money. So I don't know how that EU is gonna keep going, but that's a different fucking an animal altogether. So I don't want to fucking touch that. But yeah, hopefully, in the next 4 years, our country will get a little cleaner, and they'll try to fix at least this immigration thing. And now they're talking about the HB and HB1 visas and stuff. Like people can come in because they have, qualified skill or whatever. Yeah. I think they should stop that.
That was just work visas or whatever.
They are work visas, but they're letting people come in.
All right.
And then they ended up becoming green card holders and blah, blah, blah. I think they should stop that completely and start in-house. In-house. Like literally take somebody who doesn't have the complete 100% skill set, teach them what you want to teach them, mold them into what you want, pay them a little bit, less. And then when they get to the,
Yeah.
But that's just my idea.
The only exclusion that I would say to that is if they have like a really, really important, skill. Like if they're like a nuclear scientist or some shit or like whatever. That, yeah. If you're really high up, it's like we're not going to throw you in the fucking loop.
I agree with you 100% on that, so I don't want it to be fucking.
But yeah, this is just bureaucracy at this point.
Of course.
It's just ridiculous. Fuck bureaucracy.
So what do you have else on your list?
To jump off the Squid Game.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Are we going to watch that?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I'm down. They're saying it's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that guy who did the first one was fucking insane, bro.
Yeah.
The guy just...
what was it? Oh, yeah, they're fucking with the dude now or whatever that went back into the games, like, at every turn now. He's been doing that for the last 5 minutes. So...
Stop! Shut up.
Anyways, they're fucking with the dude now or whatever. Like... Now, like every game that he goes to now, they're doing some shit or whatever the fuck. Like I saw a preview or whatever. Like somebody posted a clip where like it was that honeycomb game.
Okay.
Right. And everybody went to the triangle because he's telling everybody this is the easiest. Trust me. So they're like, okay. They go to the triangle, They take open the lid, and it's like 50 fucking triangles in one, like that you have to fucking cut out each one. Dude, everybody shat themselves like fucking looking at this guy. Like, are you like you're fucking with us, right? And he's just like, but one last time, you know. So it's just like you didn't expect that.
The first one was so like well put together and well thought out. I don't know what this guy like. How did he ever think of something like this? It was just it's insane, you know. Yeah. It was. I mean, it took a little getting used to because it's all in Korean. Is it Korean, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Korean. It was all in Korean, and we were just.
And the English dub is way more fun.
Yeah,
it's yeah. Like, it doesn't match up at all.
Look, it is what it is. You know.
It's so good though.
It was good. You know, after you get over that fact, you get into it. So it was really good. But yeah, I think we're gonna start watching that, and we'll probably start talking about that.
Yeah.
You know, but so back in the news. Back in the news
what?
Jay-Z and Diddy.
Again?
Yeah. So in the last 2 weeks, it's been up and, you know, coming up, coming down, you know. They're talking about that. Charges have been brought against them in a rape case of a 13-year-old girl. Now,
yikes.
Now that I'm listening to more of the news on the TV and reading about it on X, they're saying that this girl went to one of these diddy parties. Now, let me ask you something.
How the fuck did she get in?
She's 13 years old. What the fuck is a 13-year-old doing at a diddy party? Number one.
I don't understand.
Number two, if it's a parent that brought her, or an uncle, or a cousin, or a friend, or whoever the fuck, you don't bring a fucking minor. But, okay, so she's here. Maybe she was, we don't know the details behind it, but she has to have been close to somebody in that diddy camp.
Right.
So.
You say diddy camp?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a fucking in the Diddy camp.
Summer camp, bro.
Yeah, well, you know, he had that camp, and she got raped. You know, they trained on her. You know, like they just like come on, ride it, whoop whoop. You know, like
the Soul Train.
There you go. So yeah, what's like really just irks me is that Jay-Z's lawyer is pressing for you know, like the people to disclose who is this person, what is their name, you know, and they're like, the judge,
no, that's not what you.
The judge was like, we're not disclosing this, you know, because it's gonna come out, you know, in court proceedings. So it's just meaning if they come out with the name, they're gonna know how to get to her.
Yeah.
So they're gonna try to hush her up real quick, you know. But then this goes again, you know, more people are gonna drop behind Diddy. Diddy's gonna get eventually charged. You know, Diddy. I was reading something on X that they were saying. Let's just say he goes to court tomorrow. They find him guilty on one charge of conspiracy for racketeering. That's just racketeering. That's 30 years. He's what, 40-something years old, 50 years old, plus 30. He ain't getting out. Right. With good time, you got to do 26 years. You're not getting out. I mean, there ain't no program. There's no nothing.
I think he's gonna want to get out after he gets in the showers. So, I don't know.
Look. It is what it's gonna be. I mean, they're gonna have to put him in fucking protective custody. They're gonna put him in 23-hour lockdown. They're gonna have to put him in some ADX facility. He's not gonna fucking make it. There's gonna be people that are gonna want to pop him just because of, you know, fucking notoriety. Not to mention that a lot of people that he fucking made suck his dick and take it in the ass are probably like locked up with somebody, and they'd be like, "Oh, remember the time I sucked your dick?" You know, like be like, and here it comes right back at you, Alex.
Full circle. Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I wish they'd get started on this fucking case already, because it's just like,
once again, the legal system is.
Yeah, how long has he been? Like 4 or 5 months already? Like
I forgot at this point.
He's been.
That's how ridiculous the fucking.
He's locked up in MDC Brooklyn. It's like fucking, or Manhattan. I forgot which one.
Yeah. He's had plenty of time to do ass fucking at this point, like, bro.
There ain't not much ass fucking going on in MDC. But he's also in a different wing. He's probably like fucking in some protective wing.
The soap dropping wing or what?
But, you know.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like.
It's funny how Diddy has fucking soap on the rope and everybody else is like, like, you know.
So do you think he's keystering a bottle of baby oil or no?
I don't know what the fuck
like
he's
shank?
doing. I mean, look, I don't know. He ain't got, look, he's got no street cred.
Yeah,
he's not somebody that got locked up. He's not somebody that was a thug in the street.
Yeah, but ever since
he was a music thug.
Ever since I seen this guy role playing Diddy in GTA 5, I've always just keep thinking like he's throwing Diddy parties in lockup. You know what I mean? Like I'm just sitting there thinking like he's in the rec room right now, fucking sitting there with gay flags. We're gonna throw gay parties in here. You know what I mean?
You know,
I'm sorry. Like that's what I'm thinking, bro.
Imagine sitting in a cell and you're locked up, and you're like, yeah. So I heard Diddy's like fucking 5-6 cells down. You know, you're talking to your cellie, and the guy's like, yeah. You think he's fucking having a Diddy party in here, and all of a sudden you just fucking one of the guards go slide by because of all the oil, you know. Dude, what the? And guys are go like you see a cleanup crew coming the other way, like with mops and buckets. Be like, damn, that motherfucker don't play.
That reminds me of that one Tom Clancy movie that I forgot which one it was. Like he was in the jail cell and like he actually like puts water or whatever. That's gotta be easy for Diddy because all you gotta do is like squeeze all the oil everywhere. True. You know what I mean? That's what I see him doing. I don't know.
True. It's a shame that we got taken and permanently banned on TikTok.
Yeah.
We had such a good camaraderie going back with these fans. I found about 20, 25 fans that were constantly commentating. So thank God I found them and I reached back out to them. But the original like 7,000 that I had, I can't find them. TikTok will not allow me to go retrieve my information. Just so, it is what it is. So, people, I appreciate you for listening, and I apologize again. We apologize for not being on for 2 weeks. We miss doing this. We love doing this. So I'm gonna leave with hit the like,
comment down below,
subscribe,
hit the notification bell so you don't miss us,
and we'll see you on the next time on the Mood Lounge. So as long as we don't get banned again.
All right,
Peace.